Good morning, everyone. So, today is, what day is today? I think it is the 10th. So I like to read a little morning meditation from The Language of Letting Go. And it's a book that it says for codependency, but all of us have codependency at times in our lives, and this is just a good reflection of, how do I interact with other people, society, and myself and my personal relationships with my family. So, so June 9th, panic. Few situations, no matter how greatly they appear to demand it, can be bettered by us going berserk. Don't panic. If a swimmer was crossing a great lake, then suddenly focused too heavily on the distance remaining, he might start to flounder and go under, not because he couldn't swim, but because he became overwhelmed by panic. Panic, not the task, is the enemy. Many of us have moments when we feel crowded and overwhelmed. We have times when we feel like we cannot possibly accomplish all that needs to be done. We may face tasks at work and improvement in ourselves or change in our family life. For a moment, it is helpful to look forward and envision the project. It is normal. When we look ahead at what needs to be done, we have moments of panic. Feel the fear, then let it go. Take our eyes off the future and the enormity of the task. If we have envisioned the goal, it will be ours. We do not have to do everything today or at once. Focus on today. Focus on the belief that all is well. All we need to do is reach our goal is to focus on what presents itself naturally and in an orderly way to us today. We shall be empowered to accomplish peacefully what we need to get to where we want to be tomorrow. Panic will stop this process. Trust and guided action will further it. Breathe deeply, get peaceful, trust. Act as guided today. We can get back on track by treading water until we regain our composure. Once we feel peaceful, we can begin swimming again with confidence. Keep the focus simple on one stroke, one movement at a time. If we can make one movement, we have progressed. If we get tired, we can float, but only if we're relaxed. Before we know it, we shall reach the shore. Today I will believe that all is well. I am being led, but I shall only be led one day at a time. I will focus my energy on living this day to the best of my ability. If panic arises, I will stop all activity and deal with panic as a separate issue. So that was a great topic of the language of letting go today. Hi Ashley, thanks for coming on here. Panic and letting go and just breathing. Been doing a lot of that lately. I've got another MRI coming up soon, and I could panic about the results or what's going to happen, and I'm nearing the end of a year cycle. I've been doing chemotherapy, and I'm nearing an end of it, and my mind of course goes, well, what if it didn't react good and I have to do another year or something like that, but then I'm aware of those thoughts, so then I can take a moment and be like, okay, worrying about this or panicking about it, is it gonna change anything? No, it's not gonna change anything. So, just breathe and let it go. Just keep letting it go. So that I've been really practicing that lately, and it was a good reminder hearing that again. So let's get into what we want to do. Get stress relief, get peaceful here. So just take a moment to find your seating, close doors, whatever you need to do if you haven't done that already. We're going to breathe in and put our arms up. And clasp your fingers and stretch. Elongate your body. Breathe in and breathe out. Roll your shoulders up and back. And any other, let's do that again. Up and back. Roll your back out. Arms up. Make your back go like a C, the letter C, and move it back and forth a little bit here. Feel it in your hips and in between your shoulder blades. Let that spread out. And then bring it up. And breathe in. Try to put your shoulder blades a little bit together. It's okay. Okay, so a little more stretched out here. I'm just moving out a little bit more in my hips. My hips are really tight when I wake up in the morning. It's probably time for me to get a new bed, but they're so expensive. Okay, so we're doing the Wim Hof Method breathing. So that is a diaphragmatic breath. That means that we breathe in with our diaphragm. Our diaphragm is right underneath our lungs. So that controls the airflow in and out. It helps expand and inflate and expand as we breathe and we move our diaphragm. Just put your hands on your belly for right now and breathe into it so you can feel what you're doing, because we're going into our diaphragm. Our deep breath starts here. Then we pull it up to our chest and all the way up, and then just let it go a little bit. We're not pushing out forcefully our air because we want to over-oxygenate our body. You probably can't see because I'm wearing all black, but I'm breathing into my belly, to my chest, and all the way up, and then letting go. We're going to do that type of breath 30 times. After 30, then we're going to do a breath retention and hold our breath as long as we can. And after we can't hold our breath anymore, we're going to do a recovery breath. We hold that for 10 to 15 seconds. So we do that, and that's one cycle of the Wim Hof Method breathing. 30 to 40 breaths, a breath retention, and then a recovery breath. Those are the three parts. Deep, deep diaphragmatic breaths. All right, we're going to get started. 20. 10 more. Last deep breath in for 30. And hold, 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 hold. And breathe in and hold again, and then squeeze a little bit in your core to your head, and let go. Okay, we're going to go into the second round of the Wim Hof Method breathing. That's 20. Last deep breath in for 30. And out and hold. Be in this moment. Let your body heal. Just be a witness. breathe in and squeeze a little bit. And let go. I had to cut that retention a little bit early because I yawned. So, that was 3 cycles of the Wim Hof Method breathing. And to close, water in the creek. My mind is like the bedrock at the bottom of a creek. My thoughts like water flows swiftly over that changing surface, which is sometimes smooth and other times rough. There are waves of joy and sorrow, and crests of brilliance and turmoil. There are murky, isolated places of confusion and loneliness. And oh God, the falls are so frightening. But in the lagoon where the water has pooled and is still, there is tranquility and clarity. In some places the sun warms the water and there is faith. And every now and then the light of the sun breaks through the dense foliage above and illuminates the water, causing it to shimmer and sparkle with hope. Dr. Michael Allen Stockton. My father wrote that poem, and I like to close with it because it's my favorite poem. It takes me to that place so perfectly. So some of the events I'm doing here, Friday night sunset meditation and Wim Hof breathing, Menor Headlands State Park, every Friday night meet at like 9:15, because the sun goes down about 9:30, so about 9 o'clock. So Friday nights, sunset meditation and Wim Hof Method breathing. And here soon, on the solstice, we're going to do one, a Friday night, the night before solstice, and a nature altar mandala with my friend Lindsay. So that's going to be coming up in another week and a half, whatever. So hopefully anyone listening can come out to the Menor Headlands State Park for sunset meditation. We had a few people out last week and it was perfect. You had a little fire, or you can have a fire. We went swimming afterwards. It's nice and chilly still, so you get a little bit of that cold conditioning in if you're trying to do the Wim Hof Method. So, and my PayPal is chagrinriverhh@gmail.com. If anyone is ever inclined to donate to my PayPal, this is my business and this is my service, but right now I'm doing it for free. So, and also, if anyone is interested in a one-on-one full Wim Hof Method session, that means the theory, the science, the breathing technique, and a personal ice bath. One-on-one sessions at a value of $90. I'm doing it for $50 right now. So hopefully you'll check me out. You'll message me. Come to some events. I'd love for you to be there. I'd love for you to start doing this practice. It's amazing what happens, how it can change you and help in so many ways. Enough of that. I'm just saying, show up and find out for yourself. I'm always open to, if you don't have money, trading services, just donations. But, so that's it for today. Thank you, and have an awesome day. Find your peace of mind and heal your body.